Hey, and welcome to our in-depth comparison 2023 Chevrolet Corvette Z06 versus 2022 Porsche 911 GT3. You'll find the links to the products in the description, and you can use the links to check user reviews and the latest prices. Make sure to watch until the end of the video to know my final verdict on which car is better. So, the main difference between these cars is their engines. Chevrolet Corvette Z06 is one of America's greatest sports cars, one of a kind in every aspect. The American manufacturer hence saw the need to give this glorious car an engine that matches its glory. When checking out the car, we found that the new LT6 5.5-liter flat-plane V8 engine powers it. This powerful engine is similar to the one used by the C8. GTLM is the race car invented by the great Pratt & Engineering. Though production regulates its horsepower to 500, the Z06 made 670 horsepower at 8,400 RPM when we tested it. This is quite a marvel for any V8 production going down in history. We were incredibly amazed by the revving sound it produced during our drive. The LT6 engine indeed is an all-time great for a reason. On the other hand, the 2022 Porsche 911 GT3 has an incredible 4.0-liter H6 motor engine. This powerful engine is located on the upper floors of high RPM skyscrapers, similar to the LT6. During our test, it achieved a maximum of 502 HP at 8,400 RPM and a torque of 346 at 6,100 RPM. The revving sound it produces was magnifying and perplexed us during our ride. It was astounding to see how strong the engine was, seeing that the Porsche is small and very lightweight. Word has it that the manufacturers would have pushed it further without the mil emissions restriction. In this category, the 2023 Chevrolet Corvette Z06 wins over the Porsche 911 GT3 because it has a superior engine. Size and weight. Regarding size and weight, the Corvette Z06 has a sizable advantage over the Porsche 911 GT3. It's larger at 185.9 length, 79.9 width, and 48.6 inches height, and has a wheelbase of 107.2 inches. When we compared it to its predecessor, the Stingray, it was much wider, with additional air inlets for enhanced downforce. Its curb weight amounted to 3,686 pounds. However, despite being heavy, it was pretty light on its feet, which amazed us. The GT3 911 is much smaller compared to the Z06, coming in at dimensions of 180 by 72.9 by 50.4 inches and a wheelbase of 96.7 inches. This car was small, but pretty efficient. With a curb weight of 3,213 pounds, we found this car to have an advantage of 473 pounds over the Z06. We found that weight difference contributed to its performance, especially with speed, as the car was super light. The Porsche 911 GT3 wins in this category, as it's the lighter, smaller car, giving an advantage over the Chevrolet Corvette Z06. Speed and transmission. Regarding speed, the Z06 is truly the American dream for any race driver. Though the manufacturer's top speed is 195 miles per hour, it rocketed to 196 miles per hour during our test, and accelerated from 0 to 60 in 2.6 seconds. This was quite impressive. However, it was slower than the GT3 by 0.1 seconds. A good engine is no good if the transmission is slow and clunky. With that in mind, the American manufacturer gave their all to have an MIL dual-clutch transmission that helps you experience bliss on the track. This smooth transmission made our test breathtaking. The Porsche 911 GT3, on the other hand, registered a top speed of 197 when we tested it. It accelerated quite fast, from 0 to 100 kilometers in just 3.4 seconds. It achieved this speed due to its lightweight and smaller size than the Z06. When it comes to transmission, it features a 7 PDK engine that makes this car the dream of every race car driver. It turns smoothly and accelerates with ease. During our test, it switched gears easily, even faster than you think. In this category, the Z06 takes the win. As the Porsche is slightly faster, the Z06 features a more elaborate transmission and is steadier on the racetrack. Interior. Though the 2023 Chevrolet Corvette Z06 is a sports car, we found the car to scream luxury in every aspect of its interior. From the high-quality material used, to how every small detail is well accentuated. We found the interior made of adrenaline-red carbon fibers, covering the seats and spilling over to the headrest, dashboard, and door beds. Additionally, the cockpit had enough legroom, 42.8 inches, incredible headroom, favorable for a racetrack driver, 37.9 inches, and adequate shoulder room and hip room, both coming in at 54.4 and 52 inches respectively. On the other hand, the 2022 Porsche 911 GT3 did not do badly for itself either. We found the interior black, with seats covered with Racetrack upholstery with a touch of silver. The steering wheel was covered in leather with aluminum trim, making it quite pleasing to the eye. Also, it had ample space in the cockpit and additional luggage space behind it. In this category, the 2023 Chevrolet Corvette Z06 wins over the Porsche 911 GT3 because it has more luxurious and larger interior. How do these cars compare in terms of specifications? Engine. In this category, the Z06 wins as it has a superior engine. Transmission. In this category, the Porsche takes the lead as it has a more powerful transmission. Fuel tank capacity. The Z06 wins in this category as it has a larger full tank capacity. Top speed. The GT3 wins in this category as it has a higher top speed. Weight. In this category, the Porsche takes the win as it is lighter than the Z06. From this table, we can see that the main difference between the two cars is the weight. However, during our test, we found that though the Chevrolet Corvette Z06 seems heavier, it's pretty light on the feet and sturdier on a racetrack than Porsche 911 GT3. Similarities between the 2023 Chevrolet Corvette Z06 and the 2022 Porsche 911 GT3. Although the two cars don't have much in common, we noted a couple of similarities during our test. Both cars had a similar drivetrain, which was rear-wheel drive. This feature enabled both cars to drift and turn swiftly on the racetracks, easing navigation. Additionally, this rear-wheel drive gave both cars a sporty touch when they were on the road. We also found these two cars to be both two-seaters. Also, though their top speeds vary slightly, according to their manufacturers, we found them to have the same capabilities on different occasions when we tested them on the track. Things you should know before purchasing the 2023 Chevrolet Corvette Z06. The 2023 Chevrolet Corvette Z06 is truly America's dream race car, one of its kind. But as we all know, there's always much more than what meets the eye. However, as much as the idea of purchasing a Chevrolet Corvette Z06 may excite you, we noted a few things that you should know during our test. First, if you're looking for a daily driver for yourself and your family, you may want to consider something different, as this car is only a two-seater and is not a daily driver. Secondly, it's a race car, mainly made for the racetracks and not the streets of LA. Also, if you're not willing to go all the way to fetch out $109,295, you may want to keep looking because we found that it's pretty pricey. However, we found the car to compensate for every penny in its overall design and the performance, as the manufacturers were keen on every detail. What we liked: it is fuel efficient, has a very powerful engine, has a PDK similar transmission, has a wider body and more air vents for increased downforce, has magnetic selective ride control as part of the Z07 package, has great speed. What we did not like: has only two seats, and cannot be a daily driver. Things you should know before purchasing the 2022 Porsche 911 GT3. For years, the German manufacturer Porsche has always aimed to make dreams come true through their masterpiece productions. Since its beginning in 1931, they've done nothing but solely dedicate themselves to producing statement pieces with great success, and the Porsche 911 GT3 happens to be one of those ventures. However, there are a few things that you need to be informed about before buying the car. During our test, we found the Porsche 911 GT3 to be a true masterpiece, combining performance, speed, design, and luxury all in once. The car was really fast, and we loved its lightweight features. However, we found it a bit thirsty for a sports car and had a small gas tank, so we had to stop regularly to fuel it, which was not very pleasant. Also, we found that the car could be a daily driver, but you have to forego additional space and a trunk. Also, it's a bit costly, setting you back $162,490. What we liked: it is very fast, with a top speed of 197 miles per hour. It's very lightweight. It has a 7 PDK transmission. It has a powerful engine. What we did not like: it has no trunk. It has a small gas tank. It is pretty thirsty for a race car. Verdict: which is better, the 2023 Chevrolet Corvette Z06 or the 2022 Porsche 911 GT3? After extensive research and subjecting both cars to myriads of tests, we concluded that the Chevrolet Corvette Z06 was the better car, combining speed, performance, resilience on track, and fuel efficiency. It was the right package for any racetrack driver. It passed all of our tests, meeting all the requirements of a high-end race car. Although the Porsche 911 GT3 was also neck and neck with the Z06 in this test, it still didn't measure up to the Chevrolet Corvette Z06. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to let us know in the comments below what you'd like to see us compare next. Thank you so much for watching.